Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to lesson 14 in Aqeedah and Matters of Belief. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa afdalu salati wa atammu taslim ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Wa ba'd. Continuing Sheikh Ahmad al-Marzuki's poem in Aqeedatul Awam, the Master's Creed. We go on to the next line in this subject of prophets, prophethood. تفصيل 25 لازم كل مكلف فحقق واقتنم. So in this next line, and this is about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala having sent the best from all creation, those people, that grade of people who are known as prophets, as messengers. All prophets are messengers, but not all messengers are prophets, meaning messengers are the ones who came with the new sharia, that new law, the new legislation, and prophets would then follow the previous messengers, what he brought. So then they came with more. So to believe in 25 as prophets, they are mentioned in the Quran. So Allah has mentioned 25 in the Quran, we need to believe in them. So that is what this line is referring to, as the author continues, تفصيل 25 لازم. To know 25 is a must. 25 are mentioned in the Quran, and we have to have belief that they are prophets, and know that they're not anybody else, they're not pious men or anything like that. They are prophets. That's what they are. كل مكلف حقق واقتنم. So every person who is duty bound, by worship, has to memorize them, has to know them. So he's saying, take it as the truth and memorize them. So memorize them, who they are. So that's this whole poem is made easy on matters of belief. Such a such a vital subject for a Muslim, and it's made all of the belief matters easy in poetry form to memorize. So we know who these 24 are, and it's on the tip of our tongues as well. So they'll be mentioned in the next in the next episode. And we'll go through each one and tell you things about them. So as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا رُسُلًا مِنْ قَبْلِ, that we have sent messengers from before. مِنْهُمْ مَنْ قَصَصْنَا عَلَيْكَ, from them are those that we have mentioned stories of. وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ لَمْ نَقْصُصْ عَلَيْكَ, and from them are those who have not even mentioned stories of. So in total, a number comes as 124,000. That is not a hadith that is not sound, so has an issue in its chain of transmission. However, that is just a number. We do not have to believe in 124,000. We know there's a huge number of prophets that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent, but these are the 25 that we have to believe that yes, they are prophets that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent, as they mentioned in the Quran. The others, if someone comes and says this person is, in the previous books this was mentioned as a prophet, it is not an obligation that we have to take them that is correct or not, as we know the previous books are fabricated. So 25, لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله. So that's what it says in the second last ayah of Surah Baqarah before it ends, in آمن الرسول, that we should memorize the last two verses, that so we make no distinction between the prophets. Yes, okay, we make no distinction in the truth of their conveying and in their revelation that they brought, but of course in terms of we can differentiate between there are some prophets who are greater than others in stature, in many virtues. Definitely the Prophet ﷺ being at the top of that, so we can differentiate in that sense. So the 25 mentioned will be said inshallah in the next episode. And just to end that, so the reasons why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent prophets, again, to worship. They worship, we can see them worshipping, and we know what worshipping is, and that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, human form, the jinn form, for purely worshipping Him. Then also for conveying the message, so to bring the laws and everything, so we know the boundaries of our deen, what it is, what we can do, what we can't do, so we know all the issues and all the solutions to it. That's what the prophets bring. And finally, they're the ones who are the model examples, the ones to follow. They're the uswatun hasana, they're the really good examples with the good conduct and manners. They do things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves, and they're in full obedience, and so we can follow them. أولئك الذين هدى الله. They are those whom Allah has guided. فَبِهُدَاهُ مُقْتَدِهِ. So with their guidance, follow them. So basically, they've been guided, so follow them. That is what we're doing with these prophets. And let's now follow these 25, inshallah, in the next few episodes. We will take them one by one, and we will see them about a little bit about their lives as we continue in finishing this subject of prophets and prophethood. وصلى الله سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.